Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Commodores offense will get the first swing of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer turning it on!
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And the Commodores line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Buys a little time. Going to try to get it himself. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
The Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Caught near the sticks. It's Dillon. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense, they understood the challenge coming in. Like, he is elusive. He is a game breaker. They were not going to let his legs beat him. That's what they told us anyways. And so far on this first drive, great job getting to him and getting the sack.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Doors!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys.
Breaks into the open. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D-lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, they got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this night. Great job securing the interception.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You can tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Creates a little space. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And the Commodores will try to convert on 4th down. He'll go to the sneak. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Commodores are on the move. Might as well give it to him again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Caught behind the line. It's Fisher. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Catch in the middle, it Stowers. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Across. Field and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
That's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy and his talent, they make...
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working.
Got a lot of room to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Pavia using his feet to buy time. And the quarterback is... down back at the 13. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback, LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Going right to work up top. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He caught it! Down, Tigers! Once he got some room, it was over. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Pavia. And that's in. Defender all over. Knocked the ball to the ground, 4th down coming up. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 45. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quickly to the tight end. Bulldozes his way through. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Running back searching for a hole.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. And they'll knock him down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in offense.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all. fortune this time around. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Catch in the middle. It's Sherrill. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Stowers. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop them? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
The Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw again. Caught, close to the marker, it's Stowers. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Pavia. Got his man in the middle.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hoskins. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive.
Oh, he's got some room entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Commodores. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're at their fastest tempo tempo trying to get off this third down play. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. And the Commodores in a good spot here with second and short. He's got it again. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Looking for room, it's Alexander. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Off play action. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. Commodores will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And he's brought down after a nice game. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down.
Turning it on! Picks up the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Looking for a man, it's Nussmeier. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense, getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Tigers are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown LSU! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sherrill. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the marker. It's Dillon. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
First down, Commodores.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Alexander.
And man, fellas up front. Get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Pavia. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third down, going up top. Finds his man. It's Hoskins. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do.
Breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. And you saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vandy.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
LSU, 28.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Gus Meyer. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Ripping through the defense. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body plays do add up.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And we've got a deadlock here in the third quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Looking downfield, it's Pavia. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is fourth down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Lowers those pads. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. They fought tooth and nail through three, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. So first down will open up the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the catch. It's Alexander.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Commodores come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They just keep firing. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in football.
There he goes. Touchdown Doors. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing, having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game today.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, the ground game. Crosses to 45. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Unloads to the right. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed. Oh, he's got some space. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Commodores come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Caught over the middle. It's Dillon. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Got it behind the line. Fitzgerald. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick pass on the jet motion. And some room to work. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And they take it in for 6 more points. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Finds his man, it's Anderson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Looking to throw on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The DBs will back off a bit. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that.
Makes a grab past the marker. It's incomplete, and a desperate... Needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Sharp. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Sharp. Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Commodores just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
The Commodores are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try the outside to the left. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that...
And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scored it late. Maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Snagged in the middle, it's Durham. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead, because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys. But